This is a no intro stream.
Exactly, Sean. And let's see how this works because I haven't been streaming with only two people for a while. So if there's any awkward silence, just help us along in the chat. But Sean, you have designed, you have made something. Not that that's unique.
The brain never stops.
You've made something a little bit different. You've gamified FT8, and that's what we're going to talk about. So, How about you start by telling us what the FT8 Battle Royale concept is?
Yeah, so if I probably take about 5 minutes or so to talk about it, I think that will be okay.
Yeah, and then we'll set it up live so you guys can follow along and see how it's working.
Yeah, that sounds really good. So, hi, welcome to Morton's channel. Of course, to start, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. But like 4 years ago, I think it was, I set out to kind of create this GeoGuessr-like game. And GeoGuessr is a geography game that people play online against each other. And subsequently, there was some interest in the community where me and T.O. had eventually started to stream together what had been known as the FT8 off. And it was a competition for points. And Dan Beersnack, as well as Jeff, they did a lot of work on the back end. So like that continued to build up. And eventually it stopped at that point. And we were left like a void. But I still wanted to continue to put this series of games in my mind and make it work how I thought it should. So I've been in the process of that for a while now. I know we had discussed possibly getting some of the European Ham Radio Show to do some work too and get involved a little bit as well. And eventually, over the past like few months, I've kind of come up with this FT8 Battle Royale. We're going to call it a rough draft right now, a proposal, if you will. And as we go through today, I'll talk about how this particular Battle Royale version or game will work, some of the benefits, and we'll even discuss what is in store in the future, probably a little bit down the road. But what is in store for the future? What other games will there be? What other modes will there be? Can we incorporate this into multiple modes and not just FT4, FT8? So those are some of the things. But the concept here is heavily based off of GeoGuessr. And to kind of give you a summary, eventually we're going to have multiple... Picture it like multiple classes. Maybe you have divisions, like GeoGuessr has gold, silver, and bronze. And what happens is each week you play for a season being, 4 months long or 3 months long, 4 quarters a year. And each week you play, you get different rankings for that week, which contribute to your overall rating, but you're still trying to get your season to be like on top for the season. And you compete against people in the future. You compete against people who are of close to the same rank as you, so it's a little bit more fair. We all go on these contests, or we see these contests where everybody has a big beam, and I'm never going to beat a guy with a beam and a kilowatt or whatever. So it's really just an idea where everybody could play, have a good time, and still be competitive. And there's a couple of fun little twists, which I'll show you today as we go along.
Awesome. I'm really looking forward to seeing how that'll work. And we got a couple of familiar faces in the chat here. We have Dan, we have Steve, we have Marion is here, LB7PJ, Steve, Victor Echo 1 Sierra Kilowatt. Didn't get him on the log on my POTA today. A little bit disappointed about that because if there's a possibility of DX, he's usually there. And Terry's here. So a couple of people watching. Should we just dive into it, Sean, and you can show me how to set this up?
Absolutely. I'll show you how to set it up. Yeah, you go ahead first.
I'll just enlarge you first, and you can tell us about the homepage here.
Sure thing. So the homepage, and it's a little bit expanded now so everybody can see it, but that's like the cool little FT8 Battle Royale, logo. And this is the main, when you go to ft8battle.com, this is the main page that you'll see, and this is called the dashboard. There's going to be a lot more information on here. Some of the information is static right now, meaning it actually isn't updating, but it's giving a good feel for overall how things, in my eyes, should operate. And so on the main screen at ft8battle.com, we have today's snapshot, which shows the top 3 players for the day. As you can see right now, ranked first is KI4MRC with 324 points, VK5COL with 264 points, and N6GR with 120 points. Now, one of the things I didn't mention is it's really nice because a day is a whole UTC, which means VK5COL, depending on his location, where he's at, of course, like that would be an Aussie call sign. They have different opportunities than we do, which gives them maybe advantages of playing on the bands, right? And it allows, because it's a full UTC, everybody to have an equal, a shot to operate at the most ideal time for them. One of the things I had to fix is this ugly, I'm sorry, I'm looking for my FT8. There it is. Well, this ugly view full daily leaderboard, because you can't really see it yet. We have a season progress bar, which shows how far along the season is. And that is currently working, although the season is kind of just a mock season right now until we get more programming and coding done. And I say I've been doing a lot of this. The steal tracker, and we'll show you here in just a moment, but there's a way to steal points. And, maybe you earn 13 points on a contact, but maybe I contact that station later. I stole your points from you. And that's really significant when you start to see, like, maybe this ranking number 1 guy has 324 points and VK5COL is really trying to catch up to him. The best way for him to do that might be to start stealing his points while VK5COL gains points. KI4MRC starts to lose points. So the steal tracker will, in theory, at some point show the near real-time steals that have occurred. We can see a list of players online at the current moment. And this is basically done by who has submitted a log within like the last 5 minutes. They get listed as a player online. And yesterday's winner was N6GR with 390 points. That's a really low scoring day, by the way. Usually you're up in like the 1600s or something like that, or 1500s. And then an activity stat, which will show the total QSOs for the day, the total points stolen, and the number of active players that day. But then at any time you can click on like any of these. Like, so for example, if you want to see today's full leaderboard, boom, there it is. Today's full leaderboard. We have 6 players going right now. I'm positioned at about 4th place. By the way, it's happy hour right now too, which we'll explain in a minute. But by the end of this stream, I would like to maybe get to 2nd place. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, I can check out yesterday's statistics, the weekly statistics, the seasonal statistics, and so forth. So this is all still really under construction. But what were you going to say there, Morton?
Yeah, I just see Terry's got a question here. Yes, if this is a little bit like the FT8 off, and I'm going to say it's a lot like the FT8 off. It's probably next generation FT8 off.
That's the best way to look at it. I came up with the concept, and like I had mentioned earlier, I'm not afraid to mention it, but I came up with the concept. I approached TO, or TO approached me, and we started doing these live streams, and then Jeff and Beer Snack were able to build the FT8 off. But when it died, we were missing something. And it was at that point I was able to finally start being able to add on to some of the ideas and the thoughts that I had. So like I mentioned, scoring systems and divisions are going to be important to me. And of course, it's not just contacts now, but stealing points is the thing, and having seasons and having, eventually tournament as well, which I'll talk about later as well. But yeah, it's similar to the FT8 off for sure.
Yep. I just want to ask a question about the points. How many points does a QSO score you?
Now, that's a great point. Now, these are proposed rules I'm about to click on. And, I hope that can be read. But for the proposed points, all contacts currently must be made on FT8 and FT4. Again, in the future, I think there's a possibility that we might be able to do like CW Battle Royale or incorporate CW. Only 1 QSO per band, per station, per UTC earns points per day, of course. The bonus points are there's a bonus points for typing in the comments POTA and SOTA, but you only type those in if you're making contact with a POTA or SOTA station, or you're a SOTA or POTA station. It's pretty obvious and pretty easy to be able to determine who's cheating. Happy hour will get you double points. And what you're asking is, if you make a contact, the bare minimum base contact is 1 point. if you're the first person of the day to make contact with that call sign, so like today, if I make contact with you, Morton, LB0FI, and I'm the first one, I get 5 extra points. So it's a total of 6 points. You get the base contact of 1, and then you get 5 points. Now, if somebody else comes and makes contact with you, they're only going to get 1 point. Plus, of course, all these added bonuses. And so, like I mentioned, if it's Poda or Soda, happy hours times 3 right now. So we get 3 times the points. And there are also special bands. And so I'm really encouraging people to get out there and work 6 and 10. And 6 and 10 were on fire the other day. And I was getting bonus points for that as well. And some of the best ways to possibly show you are to show you the little Discord bot that we have going on as well.
Yeah.
So give me just a moment to find where I put that thing. And
yeah. It's a good thing it's not only me that have stuff thrown around our screens and not able to find. Let's see, I'll make you big again. And there we go.
This is the Discord bot, and it's really nice to be able to see some of the contacts and see what's happening. Okay, so one of the things too, and why I think a Discord bot is important in the future, my idea is that we can pin Discords against Discords, right? So, like if your Discord wanted to fight my Discord, we could do that, and basically, I think we would have different port numbers to help calculate the points. But it's really nice to see who's making contact with who. So, for example, just recently here, about a minute ago, KI4 MRC made contact with a Russian station on 15 meters. He got 18 points for that. And the reason he got 18 points is because he had the base QSO of 1 point. The first contact with that station of the day, he got 5 points. There's no band multiplier for 15. There's a mode multiplier. If you work FT4, you get a ×2 or a 1.5. But he didn't get a multiplier because he's working only FT8, and then the happy multiplier of 3. So if that makes sense, he got 6 points, and then ×3, 18 points.
Yeah, it makes more sense to me than scoring in regular contests. So
for sure, yeah. It's what I'm doing here is I wanted to scroll up, and there is logic here for the point stealing, and it will show that the points were stolen, but I haven't written the back end code for it. Properly.
Let's see. But how about we get this set up though, and
let's do
see
it.
if we can make it work.
I'm down with that.
Let me share my screen here, and then the viewers can follow along, and perhaps we'll have a lot more players in just a little while. Let's get my screen up here.
And I'm completely fine giving the IP over our live stream and stuff like that too. But people might wonder why the IP and the information's not on FT8battle.com. Again, like it's really difficult to be developing while I release this because there's some things I'm working out. Logistically is not the right word, but basically I'm working it out so like you can't like flood the server and so forth with.
Yep.
UDP requests to get on top, and until I do that, I just don't want to like make it too public, right?
Yeah, I understand. I'm just going to restart JTDX here because
yeah, hey, don't forget to restart JTDX.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a bug here, so if I don't transmit for a while, it stops modulating. So let's go into the settings here. I'm using JTDX now, but I'm assuming the same thing can be done for WSJT.
Yeah, totally, 100%. So you're right there at reporting right now. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay,
I'm
so
at reporting, and it's the secondary UDP server, right?
That's right. In WSJTX, it's files, settings, and then reporting, which I think is pretty close to JTX. And then secondary UDP has to be enabled. And the IP, are you ready for it?
Yeah, I'm ready for it.
It's 129.
129.
212.
Let's see. 212. I got a mic in front of my keyboard, so that makes it a lot harder. Yep. 188.
188. And then .3.
.3. And I'm just going to copy this and I'll paste it into the chat. And what's the port? Cool. What's the port number, Sean?
2237.
Let's see. 2237.
You got it. And so that's it. That's all you really need to do. And by the way, if you do work a POTA station, which I could hear my buzzing. Anyway, I hope you guys couldn't hear that. But if you work a POTA station, just remember to write POTA in the comments, and you'll get a little bit of more of a bonus.
So let's find a frequency and start calling and see what happens. And all guys, please join us in this. I mean, getting this up and running and actually helping me get some QSOs and get a little bit higher on the scoreboards would be nice.
You know, it's one thing that's really interesting too is I've been kind of playing with these live streams and these ideas, and I've been trying to get my announcer voice back where I'm like an IBAV with 66 points, K7BZ with 6. I can't do it anymore.
So let's see what happens. I have no idea how 15 meters is now. So, but we'll see. I'm going out with about 60 watts here.
Yeah, very good.
So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'm currently using I was using 40. I'm going to bring it down to 25. And I'm just going to call CQ. I'm on 20 meters FT4.
Yep.
But if 10 is open, that would be the time.
I don't think 10 is open at all, at least not here.
Well, and isn't that cool too? Because like if you're in Australia right now, there's a possibility that 10 is open because it's the beginning of summer there, right?
Yep.
Isn't that like the hot time?
Yeah, pretty much. Any time except for summer. The ironic thing about 10 meters is that it's a winter ban, but then again, it's a daytime ban, and for us living as far north, where we in the middle of winter maybe get 4 hours of daylight, 10 meters is a tricky ban. Oh, I got a little bit of a pileup here.
Oh, man.
Got Echo Alpha 5 Quebec Whiskey, and then I have Kilo Charlie 3 Zulu also here. And then JTDX, of course, jumped to the Spanish station instead of that American station.
Yeah, and so that was like one of the things that we used to do for the FT8 off was we used to do like QRP points. And I mean, I really do feel like everybody just started to abuse QRP as the bonus multiplier and say they were QRP when they weren't. My thought process on the POTA bonus points and soda is it gets and promotes people to make contact with those stations, but it also eventually down the road is something you could use the POTA API for to compare and to see if they were actually operating POTA like they said they were, or if they had been spotted by other people. So maybe down the road, that's a good qualifier, a verifier.
Let's see. And I obviously stopped calling here. So let's do the KC3 Zulu and see if we can get him in the log. And you guys in the chat, who is trying to do this right now? And another thing, Sean.
LB0. Go ahead.
Do I show up on the scoreboard now?
I was just going to say, it looks like LB0FI. He just got 18 points with a QSO to a Spanish station with a first contact bonus on 15 meters. And he doesn't show up on the main leaderboard, which refreshes every minute. If I was to hit the refresh button now, there he is. I need to work on that. Maybe it should be a faster refresh, right? But LB0FI on the board with 18 points.
Awesome. So I'm getting there.
What I'm going to hate to happen is if by the end of this stream, you have more points than me.
I see that I probably used a secondary UDP server to actually report this to my main logger. So I might need to update the log afterwards and figure that out. But we'll let it run as it is now.
Yeah, I mean, additionally, and I haven't tried it yet. I don't know what the difference is in data being sent, but like down the road, we could try to see if you could put that on like a primary UDP server.
Yep. So we'll see what happens now, and otherwise it's
W9FFF. 36 points on 20 meters. He got 36 points. That's right. That's me because 5 bonus points for the first contact, the base QSO. And, of course, you have the mode multiplier and the happy hour multiplier times 3. So I got 36 points for that one contact. Let's keep calling.
Yeah, let's see what happens. And do you have the ability to share your FT8 screen there, Sean, so people can see what it looks like on your side of things?
Oh, my WSJTX?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do that. Give me just a second.
And then we could actually see the differences between the let's see, I had my arrow on the wrong screen here.
LB7PJ with 18 points.
Oh, and he's in the chat. So we'll see what happens. Doesn't look like 50 meters is the right band to be on now in order to score a lot of QSOs here.
Surprisingly, 20 meters FT4 looks great, but I'm just not making contact. Yeah, let me share that screen. Give me just a moment.
Yep. Yeah, I can hear a lot of stations on 15, but I guess it's a little bit too late here in order to actually work some stations on 15. I'll give it a couple more tries, and then I'll probably change to 15. Oh, sorry, to 20.
No, that didn't work. Oh, no. Okay, it doesn't have to be this hard.
If you use the share screen function in StreamYard.
Okay, I could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Then your face shows up at the right size as well. If you, well, you're sharing in OBS at the same time. So, but the share screen function in StreamYard makes it a lot easier. Let's see. We got your. Let's add this to stage and see. Okay, I got to remove my screen and then add your screen.
Yeah, and so we see here in WSJTX, I've just been calling CQ. I made one contact, but I've been calling for a while. Okay, yeah, that's right. But yeah, not typical for me to not make too many contacts. 20 meter FT4 is great, and I think FT4 is a very underutilized like kind of contact mode.
Oh, absolutely. And there's a Cuban station calling CQ Puda. Let's see if I can get him.
Oh, yeah. And so N9BAV is in the chat, and I'm making contact with him. All right.
And that's got to be ground wave for you, isn't it, Sean?
I don't know where he's at, but yeah.
Yeah. It's at least it's not particularly DX.
Anything that I make contacts with a loop antenna in the attic is a miracle anyway.
Yeah. And it doesn't look like the Cuban station wants to have a QSO with me.
Let's see what we got going on the leaderboard here. We got LB7PJ with 18 still. LB0FI, you haven't made any more points yet.
I haven't. No more QSOs. I'm going to switch bands.
And if you could put my screen back on real quick, I want to show like one more feature that it's a silly little feature, but like, you know, right now we're playing and we're competitive. On the dashboard, of course, we have the players who are currently online. But one of the things that you might see is like I can click on any of these players and it will open up PSK Reporter and give an idea where they're being heard at that moment if they're live. So like obviously I didn't write PSK Reporter, but it's just a nice little shortcut to know and be like, oh, okay, I see where the propagation is in his area. Maybe I could work with that.
Yep.
Oh, and I also just made contact with W9GRL, who is in the chat.
Yeah, that's Marion. She's a huge supporter of the European Ham Radio Show, and she's very passionate about anything radio.
Yeah, I saw her on the show a couple weeks ago. Was it 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, if it wasn't, I think it was before the summer last time we had her on.
Man, time flies.
Yeah, it does.
What am I thinking of? You know, like, did you have somebody on the show 2 weeks ago? I don't know. Anyway,
yeah, we did have. I think we had someone 2 weeks ago. I can't remember who or what. Then I need to check the master sheet because when we're done, I'm already on next week's show.
Oh, very good.
And that being said, if you're not a subscriber of the European Ham Radio Show, please jump up, just go over there and subscribe.
So we got LB7PJ. Oh, go ahead.
I got a switch station now on 20. Using a little bit more power on 20 now.
Ooh. Yeah, so LB, it's good that you got that station because LB7PJ is already knocking him out. He's already exceeded K7VZ for the day. Virgil out in Arizona has a very powerful station. I don't know about a powerful station, but he has a nice station, a good setup, and he usually does pretty well in the daily FT8 Battle Royale. So, well, yeah, I got to worry about this guy, LB7PJ.
Let's see. I'm going to add my screen to the stage again.
Sure thing.
I thought I was, but let's see. Okay, I got to remove your screen and then add mine, even though your screen isn't on there. So I had a switch station now in the log, so that should help a little bit with the points, I hope.
Let's see. Let's take a look. And let's see. Where did I go? I'm looking for this one screen here. And it looks like you got 18 points for that one. And then LB7PJ just got 36 points because he had a base QSO first contact bonus, a mode multiplier, and a happy hour multiplier. So he's getting it. He knows how to play it.
So see, it's not me you got to worry about. It's LB7PJ.
Yeah, it's everybody else.
So let's see. I think me and you have an advantage though, because once we start calling, everyone's ham alerts go off.
I don't know how many people have me in their ham alerts because I would be willing to put more money on the fact that more Europeans have me in their ham alert than anybody else. And the reasoning is simple. I'm up at like 1, 2 in the morning and I work from like 2 a.m. until whenever. But that means like during that time is when I'm sending out like FT8 and doing things. And I think I'm waking people up.
I can, well, you don't really wake me up, but usually at the start of my workday, my ham alert goes up with you.
It's perfect.
So,
Perfect.
But then it's usually at a time where I can't reach you nonetheless.
Yeah. And that's the more difficult thing. It's like, hey, you guys got me in your ham alert, but the time I'm operating, 20 meters is never open to to Europe. Sometimes 40.
I might need to switch to FT4 now in order to just actually get some QSOs going.
And like I say, that's the cool feature about the proposed. Again, these are all proposals, so we'll work on the rules and people suggest things all the time. But like that's the cool thing about point stealing. It's like, man, if you know you need to catch up, what better way to do than try to target some of the people that you see in the logs on the Discord live stream or whatever, and steal some of their points.
Yeah, I'm gonna just make the scoreboard larger here again so we can actually see where I am. I'm still on 18 points though.
Yeah, it looks like no, you're still on 8. Oh, probably the minute-long refresh screen. I'll just hit F5. You got 54 points in case somebody said, "Oh, you know what happened is the coding for the daily doesn't refresh every minute, so I need to change that so that there's a refresh in the script." I'm having to hit F5. Okay, that's cool. LB0FI. And see, this is what's awesome too, is it helps me be able to figure out the things that need to be done, right? So LB0FI, last place with 54. Just had to throw that out there. And K7VZ with 66 points. And IBAV with 120 points. N6GR with 120. LB7PJ, he's coming for me. He's coming for me, and I'm scared. I better start calling CQ.
Marion, I don't think you've set this up though, because you had a QSO with Sean, but you're not on the scoreboard.
Correct. Yeah, correct. And a lot of the times what we find is just somebody that has the wrong port number or slightly typed in the IP address incorrectly, if they did. But if that's not the case, I could always take a look at it. And boy, like one more contact in LB7PJ's got me beat.
Yeah, he's climbing fast, and I'm wondering if he's using FT4 or FT8.
Yeah, so if we take a look at the logs here, we could actually see he is using FT4. I'll page up just a little bit, but here's one from him, LB7PJ. He made contact with, is that Austria OD5?
OD, I'm not sure where OD is actually.
I think it's Austria for some reason, but on 20.
Austria is Oscar Echo.
That's right. That's right. Somebody let us know in the chat, I'm sure. And then 20 meters, FT4. 36 points because he has the base, the multiplier for the first contact with that person. And he could even be getting more points if he felt like working 10, FT4 10.
Yeah, OD is Lebanon. So that's pretty decent. I don't have a lot of Lebanon in my log.
Oh, wow. That's a really good one.
And that's why it didn't ring a bell straight away either. So
one other thing I would mention is I mentioned the POTA SOTA, keywords and bonuses, but also IOTA for Islands on the Air. And that's the cool thing is every week I go.
So every time you work someone from the UK, you can just actually type in IOTA then.
Oh shoot! Oh man! It, I didn't think about that. I guess I'll take that one.
Sorry about that.
No, that's good. See, but that's good feedback. Like, shoot. I'll figure that one out. But
Yep. Look at all the UK guys doing short range 40 and 80 meters and typing iota on every queue. So
oh man. Yeah, so there's even like a couple of things now as we talk. It's like, oh yeah, I didn't think about that. So this is like perfect.
And Tobias asked if there's setup instructions somewhere on the website or if it's still in beta test stage.
There's not quite any setup instructions per se. I can walk you through it on my Discord or even in the chat here. There is the IP address and the secondary UDP. I can walk you through it real quick.
Let's see if I can paste the IP address.
Sure.
I cannot because JTDX takes over my. Let's see if I can find the comment here again with the. I'll post it on screen again.
Boom, that works. I'm just out here calling CQ. I see KI4 MRC. I'm going to try to work him. He's number 1 on the leaderboard right now. Let's refresh that leaderboard. Boom. Oh, Oscar November 3. There he is. Delta Victor Tango with 54
That was
points.
not the right screen. This is the right screen. And you enter this as the secondary UDP server. So
correct. I believe that when the primary UDP server sends information, it sends it slightly different than the secondary. So I'll have to test that too.
And Tobias specifies that if people go to the website and wonder how to join in, and you just explained that you just don't want to flood the servers yet until you have everything.
Tested. And that's a really good test too, to see how many people we could have playing before it's like maximum capacity. Do I need to upgrade the servers? And so maybe I should make a note on the website that says something like, hey, the best way to figure out how to play is to join the stream.
Yeah.
but yeah, right now I don't think I'm going to publicize it too much.
Yep.
Soon though, soon. We got to get there.
So let's see, not a lot of stations on FT4, but that also means my chances of actually having a QSO increases. So let's get that going and see what happens.
Yeah, sure. Let me refresh this leaderboard and see if anything significant has changed. Yeah, I'm in second place.
Yeah,
that's right.
And I'm I'm climbing up there, but I'm not there quite yet.
Brad must have taken a break, the guy right above you, because he's usually like, if you look at the weekly, for example, 2,800 points last week, and then KI4 MRC with 3,300.
So I'm getting some luck on FT4 here, so that should push me up a little bit.
Oh, let's see here. I feel like with 20, 30 minutes left, I'm like almost having to try to figure out how to open up 10 meters and make it work. I'll be right back.
And Tobias says that you sure give the Grinches a way to complain. FT8 is the end of the ham radio, and then you were the Satan. So
if I breathe, they'll find something to complain about.
Yeah. I've actually addressed something like that, and I've written an editorial for a magazine, and when it comes out, there's something about don't hassle people for doing FT8. So let's see if I can actually share my screen now that Sean's not here, and let's see. And since he's not here right now, that should give me a good chance to catch up. Actually, if anyone would come back to my, I have a Japanese station coming back to me. Too bad there isn't a bonus for good DX. But I actually think this, and I'll say this to Sean when he comes back as well. This is an interesting concept. This is for sure a way to make some entertainment from a mode that is like watching paint dry sometimes. And Joachim says that FT8 and FT4 has its place. He don't find it fun. But then again, it's like George KJ6VU says, your ham radio is not my ham radio, but it's still ham radio. And that's the point, though. And I see you're back somehow in that little corner there, Sean.
Yeah, that's me. So also about the FT4, FT8 thing having its place, I would also kind of mention that the overall goal, which I do think is feasible, will be to eventually have this as an all mode thing. So you come on the website and no matter what your mode is you can compete. Maybe you have the CW Battle Royale and you have the sideband Battle Royale, and maybe you have like a free for all, right? The battle of the modes, and so yeah, FT8 and FT4 do have its place, and like for me, learning about how the things work and how they could work together and how they work separately, and it's like, you know, it's doing its thing for me. So yeah,
and it's just it's a way of having fun, and it looks like the chat agrees here. Some people say that it's not their go-to mode. It's not usually my go-to mode, but as Mike here, it's a good way not to annoy other people in the household.
That's
And by the way, Sean, I got Japan while you were gone.
Oh yeah, not only did you get Japan, but I see you working W1GRL right now.
No, I am not.
Oh, W1GRL is calling for you on FT4 20 meters.
Okay, I can't hear her. So
well, you better open those ears. If you if you throw up my screen real quick, I just want to show the point logic again, because we just had something come up which again isn't quite implemented yet. But over here you can see that I have some of the code written for points stolen from LB7PJ. So LB7PJ just in theory got his points stolen from LB0FI because he made contact with that EI7 station. So your points aren't safe until the UTC is over. And that's 36 points. So like if you look at it in theory, I was worried about LB7PJ coming up to beat me or get above me, but LB0FI would have had just done me a favor.
Yeah, and Marion, sorry I can't hear you. I can hear one station from Maine, and that's Whiskey Alpha 1 Quebec Fox Victor. So sorry about that.
Let's take a look at that leaderboard real quick. Boom. Oh no. No. This day has happened where LB7PJ has now exceeded.
Yeah, and LB7PJ is actually calling me on FT4 now. So.
Would do me a favor and make that contact last about 20 minutes.
And I got him. So both of us got the points now, I think.
No. Oh, I don't know what to say about that. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching the FT8 Battle Royale right now, you have the ability to get on 20 meters. Hit me up on there and please.
I mean, seriously, I didn't think doing a stream about FT8 would be this fun, but having that scoreboard makes it very entertaining, Sean.
Yeah, we got to get the scoreboard continually updating, but I appreciate it. And it's kind of cool to see the vision like kind of starting back up and like what it was all about. So I think that there's a lot of potential here. Now, I do, if I could, for just a moment, kind of talk about the back end, the Discord side of things. The Discord side of things was actually originally started, that's like above me. It was originally started because there's these group of hams that are in the area, and they every time they hear a rare DEX station on 30 meters or whatever, they jump on 2 meters and they all simplex, of course, and they all say, hey, this station's on 30 meters simplex. Well, they all have a Discord too, and it's not that I'm not promoting them to make contact on the air. I think that that's great. Sometimes people can't always be listening, but maybe they have their Discord on in the background and they're part of a club, and usually people in the club are, at least here, are local. So maybe they could see that, they could remote in and they could do their thing. So it was like another means of being alerted of who in your area and who in your club is making contacts so that you could like maximize your efficiency of contacts. So it's pretty funny how like that turned out to that.
And it looks like 20 meters FT4 died for me now.
Good.
Let's see if it's starting to be 40 meter time here, but then again, FT4 and 40 meters isn't that efficient. So, so I'm thinking 40 or 80, but I can't really use 80 because my secondary screen, which is showing all, let's put that back on screen, which is showing all this magic, dies whenever I PTT on 80.
Yeah, 40 is like, at least here, nobody's ever on FT4 40. And so, like,
no, I mean, there's usually a lot of other traffic on the FT4 frequency on 40. So, and I mean, I can hear a lot of exotic DX. I can hear Thailand. I can hear Japan. I can hear Lebanon. But no one comes back to me. So, how about we actually try 40? There's a Bosnian station coming back to me, Echo 75 Delta. And that should probably push me a little bit higher on the scoreboard, I think.
Yeah, it probably will. At least 36 higher. So let's see. Oh, no. Oh, no. This is like my worst nightmare.
But there's a bit of QSB going on. So let's see if I can get that Bosnian station.
Good. All right. This guy keeps trying.
And he's in the log.
Yeah, this same station keeps trying to contact me. We can't complete the QSO. So, like, as you mentioned, how 20 kind of died for you over there, I think 20 is dying over here as well.
Yep. Let's see. I'm going to add your screen to the stage here now. So that doesn't look too promising for Ishan.
No, and I actually had cleared it. I mean, I've been trying to give him his 73 for a minute or exchange the report. So
yeah, at that time, I usually just move on to calling CQ.
Yeah, I sure did try, but I am going to change the band now. So, like, I could 40 is probably maybe 30 meters is good.
Yeah, and I can't do that because my wife's watching TV in the living room and all the speakers starts going bzzz every time I key down. And
sure.
I thought I was rid of that problem when changing and getting up my DX commander, but it turns out that is closer to my speaker cables than the NFET half wave, so that didn't really help.
Oh no! Do you hear that buzz?
No, I can't hear a buzz now.
That's good. That's good.
So let's see. I got a couple more stations now. Let's get the scoreboard up again, Sean, and we'll see how. And Mike just stole your goods.
Yeah. So last week was my goal to have the new point stealing system implemented. When I did it, and I spoke about this on Thursday night on my stream, like, if you're not being resourceful, like, are you really doing a job? You know, like anybody and even at college, they'll teach you, like, use the resources you have to learn the thing and get the thing done. And I mentioned that because, like, to do the front end of here, and then I've started with the back end too, like, just getting to a point where I don't know everything, right? And so utilizing AI to help me has been a blessing. And I just realized on last Sunday, that I should definitely have a development server.
But I'm sure since AI writes some of your code, I'm sure it looks really good.
Oh yeah, it's like, I mean, obviously, if you've written code before, and I had experience in college, and then I had experience when I went back to college. And if you've written code before, like, you know that you put comments in and you make notes, and, like, variables aren't always perfect, but, like, you'll know that AI wrote the code or some code because it's, like, too perfect.
Yeah. Steve wants to know what language you've written the backend in.
Mainly Python. Of course, you have, mainly Python. So the backend, Python. Yeah. I was trying to think if there was anything else there. I'm like, no, that's it. Python is, in case, I mean, there's some coders out here too, which is great. You guys are distracting me, so I don't make contacts. So Python, in case anybody's not aware, maybe you're not, like, really big into the whole programming thing. Python is such a strong language, and they use it for, I just switched over to 17. They use it for everything from, like, the back end of Instagram to, assuming Meta or Facebook or whatever it's called tomorrow. But yeah, Python is such a strong tool and resource to be able to do most of this.
So it looks like I'm pretty much out of luck on 20 meters here now. We'll see what happens. Give it a couple of more. Every time I say that, I got a new station.
I jumped up to 17 meters, and I also jumped up to 100 watts. So this Spain station is trying to work all states, and I'm really tempted to try to work him so that I could help him out as well.
Yep. So, and there's no bonus for DX here, is there, Sean?
There's not. I got to figure out how to do that. And I think what it would require is like a dictionary of all the different call sign prefixes.
Yeah, because I mean, that was my... Why did I stop transmitting now? I don't want to stop transmitting. I want to get that French station in the log. Because one of the things I really liked about FT8 off was that there was bonus points for DX. And since DX was defined as another country, living in Europe actually gave me a huge advantage for it.
I would say too, though, like having... That brings up a good point, and you're right. Along the same lines too, having a happy hour that's the same time every day gives a specific region more of an advantage. You know, for example, if there's a gentleman in California where it would be 10 a.m. during the current happy hour, that means he wouldn't, not the current one now, but like the normal one in the game. He may never be able to work happy hour and he would be discouraged. So the thought has come up of like every day having a randomly selected happy hour that's just like randomly generated between 0000 and 23:59.
Yeah, that would probably be a good point though, because that equalizes the playing field. And I lost that French station, so I'm going to go to 40 now.
Yeah, I'm going to FT8. Boring.
And see if there's any FT4 on 40, or if it's just
KI4MRC though. He just like makes his own band conditions, so he's like getting Germany in there, and you got TA3ZZ, DM5 WGL. He just picked up.
Is that like Steve Victor Echo 1 Sierra Kilo? He always, it doesn't matter if the bands are closed for DX. I usually always get him in the log.
Really?
So, and I don't think Steve runs a really powerful station, but I think he's probably at a really great location.
Can you imagine if you were out doing Parks on the Air right now and you decided that while you're doing Parks on the Air, just make your comments POTA because you're doing the park? Man,
this is fun. My secondary screen dies every time I transmit on 40 with the DX Commander.
No pain, no gain.
Yeah, but I can still see it though in the stream window, so that helps a little bit.
I'm super bitter now because we have first place KI4MRC with second place LB7PJ, and taking third place for me, which was my goal all day today, is LB0FI. Fourth place W9FFF VK5COL in fifth place, and we got N9BAB in sixth place with 246 points. ON3 DVT, excuse me, with 162 points and 6GR with 120, and K7VZ with 66.
Yeah. I need to choke off the screen because some things makes it just go black when transmitting on certain bands. Like now,
you got to do what you got to do.
I got to do that, and let's see, because I got a little bit of a pileup here on 40 meters FT4 actually.
Really, FT4 40, huh?
Yep.
I'll tell you what.
I think this is my first time on 40 meter FT4 where I've gotten any contacts.
I just jumped over to 40 meter FT4 to see if you're a good luck charm or something, but looks pretty dead over here so far. We'll see.
Yep. I might change antennas though, and see if that helps the screen stay awake. But I think I really need to. It started happening a couple of weeks ago on certain bands. That screen goes dark.
All right, back on FT4, 20 meters. I gotta do something here.
I at least got to run this pileup dry because if you look at all the stations getting back to me now.
Let's see. We got about 10 minutes of happy. Yeah, you got a lot of them. 10 minutes of happy hour left. And let me take a look at the chats here. How about 15 minutes each hour? Oh, a happy hour for 15 minutes each hour. I can consider that. We'll kind of have a group vote on Thursday night. On Thursday nights, I do like my. I talk for an hour and I don't like. I don't know, but like basically, it's just kind of like a weekly recap of the sprint, like where I got when I say sprint. Every week coding or every 2 weeks or a set amount of time is known as sprints for coding, and you have to like reach an objective during those sprints. And so like it's a good recap of the weekly sprint, if you will.
Yeah, the reason I am not making you larger now, Sean, is because every time I transmit, I need to look at the StreamYard window to see what's happening on the other screen.
It's okay. People at home can listen to my voice as I tell you the scores. No big deal. No big deal.
But I am guessing I should have risen quite a bit on the scoreboard now.
Yeah, you have 576 points, which I hate.
Let's see. I'm going to do this in 40 meters a little bit more, and then I'm probably going to switch to the NFED half wave and see if the screen stays on then.
Well, I just got myself a whole 36 points, but that ain't technically. Yeah, that ain't going to help.
Okay, I'm going to stop now, and I'm going to switch antennas and see if that actually. Oh, I got another station here. Let's hope that we're somewhat in tune. That did not help at all. So there's something in my shack actually doing this, and not the antenna.
Oh, so my Mike says that 17 meter FD4 has a few. I had checked just a few moments ago, and I think that with my severely compromised antenna, I'm just not having any luck. I think that guy is just AI anyhow. Which guy? This guy. Which guy is Paul talking about?
Might be you.
I get that a lot, to be honest with you. People are like, "Are you an AI?" And I'm like, "Dude, are you kidding me? Like, I don't even speak clearly."
Well, I even think that Andy Cowley is actually real. So I do believe that I lost that UK station. Let's move on to a band where my screen doesn't die.
So down the road, there are the ideas and the concepts of the tournament bracket. I would like to hold like realistically, I would think like October time frame, like maybe a Halloween battle royale tournament bracket. But then the other ideas are, and you guys probably saw this 3 years ago, or I think it was when I did a stream for the FT8 battle royale. But I would like to do the distance thing. So basically, there's a random point assigned, and as minimal amount of context necessary, you have to get as close to that station as possible. And then as you're competing against somebody else, your points, you get more points if you were closer station, or you lose points if you were the further station.
Yep. That's a nice concept. And I don't think people appreciate the amount of coding needed to make all this stuff happen, Sean.
I would tell you this, and I complete sincerity. So I'm just trying to. I'm not good with words. Okay.
You're a YouTuber.
That's accurate. There's been a lot of support in my Discord, which the people have always been like very grateful. Thank you, and suggestions. If anything, like. I become overwhelmed with my brain and how my brain functions, and I'm like, oh my gosh, too much information. But like after I like digest it, and I think everybody's always so grateful. Like, thank you so much for the platform. We appreciate what you're doing. And so we're not going to please everybody. This is never going to happen, right?
No.
By the way, W9FFF, thanks for playing along, and good luck out there. It was great to make contact with you. And I hope you have a great day.
And Marion, I am sure we'll see you on the scoreboard at some point. I know you love FT8 and radio in general, so hopefully we'll see you at some point. And right. LB7 PJ is both switching bands and radio.
I don't think I have a chance. There's only a few hours left in the day. LB0FI. Oh my gosh! Now I'm in 5th place. This game was a horrible idea.
I'm gonna enlarge it now. See, I'm in 3rd place, and I don't think I have a chance of the 2nd or 1st place though.
But look how cool this is. When you start to have more and more stations that are playing, the possibility your points get stolen easier are prevalent because points stolen, points stolen, points stolen, points stolen. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's cool.
People get competitive with this.
Yeah, and I'm salty right now because I came in here with a mission. And I'm going to leave here lower ranked than I...
Yeah. So, and Mike says you should get points for programming.
Yeah. I could give myself points. I do try hard. You'll see me like...
I need to put my screen up here now.
Yeah, go ahead. Sounds like it's a big deal. Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen.
Do you see this? Hong Kong on 70 meters.
It's like this big. VA.
Yeah, it's
VR2
VAZ, and it's Hong Kong.
Very cool, dude.
I just logged Hong Kong. I don't think I've ever logged Hong Kong before.
There it is. LB0FI with VR2 VAZ on 17 meters, 18 points for Hong Kong.
Oh, this is awesome. And there's a check station calling. What there was bonus for POTA, right?
POTA, yeah, you had to type in POTA, lowercase or uppercase, doesn't matter, and you'll get a bonus for that.
I'm just gonna get the 7-3 from that Hong Kong station, and I'll see if that. Where did that POTA station go? I need to see if I can get him in the log.
You only got about 4 minutes left, so good luck.
The UTC day doesn't end for a couple more hours.
But the happy hour bonus that you get on top of it.
Oh, the happy hour bonus
is so much better. So much better.
Oh, let's see if I can get that check station. That'd be awesome.
So I guess I was saying earlier too, like, I just really appreciate how awesome everybody has been about like this concept and where it potentially could go. I'm not trying to steal anybody's thunder and all that stuff, but like I had this vision and I'm going through with it. So, cool. And I really do appreciate how awesome everybody's been.
And I mean, you've been talking about this for a while, Sean. So it's really fun to see that you're actually going through with it and stuff are happening. I did not get that POTA station.
I think I'm getting Toby, I think is his name, AC2BI. There's something special about him. I think that he operates on an island somewhere. Let me check this out. I need to get a new screen.
Yeah, if I had room, I'd have even more screens.
I just got to find the screen. Here we go. Yeah.
And Mike says that he appreciates you.
I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. I know that I'm like usually all over the place. Oh, Pennsylvania. How do I know this call sign? Anyway, I made a contact. Yay.
And I see we're getting towards the hour mark, but I think we'll play through the happy hour though, and then we'll see what happens. And then we probably reach the end of the attention span for the viewers as well. So, I'm for sure gonna go through with a lot more of this.
You should. And anytime that you're feeling like you want to stream, just hit me up and we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I don't know how many people you had watching today, but I see a lot of new faces, and that's like the cool thing. It's like getting the word out there about this. And so I'm happy to do it again and again.
Yeah, and I actually think LB7 PJ, I think he's gonna be playing this.
Oh yeah, look at, I mean, like in an hour he's almost at number 1. But the awesome thing is Mike KI4MRC, he sees it, so he's not going to let it just go easy, you know. I really need to get that point stealer. Oh, I need to get that point stealer taken care of. But looks like for this hour, it looks like. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know what I was going to say though.
That's the way it works out here. Remember, we can't have silence, so we just keep talking. Anyway, it looks like we have number 9, K7BZ with 66 points. He hasn't been playing this hour. He was playing earlier today on 6GR with 120 points, VK5 COL with 264 points, N9BAV with 282. We got W9FFF with 410 points, and we have ON3DVT with 486 points. LB0FI in third place with 594 points. We got LB7PJ with 702 points. KI4MRC still on top with 1,092 points.
Awesome.
Uh-oh.
And it looks like 17 has died for me, but I got Hong Kong, so I'm really happy about that.
I got this station trying to work me, and there's like 3 seconds left until the happy hour goes away. So
Let's
yes,
see
I
here.
got a 73. I got a 73. Yes.
Yeah,
Did I get it? Did I get it?
73.
Oh, that was I got ripped off. If we go back to my screen real quick. My
Yeah, I'm on your screen now.
go back to the leaderboard screen. Thanks. If you look right here, I logged in just a second too late.
Oh,
Oh, sad. But that's the way it rolls here at the FT8 Battle Royale.
oh, I mean, I gotta play this more. Not necessarily on stream, but seriously, you made FT8 a lot of fun, and I just gotta figure out how to pipe this both into my logger and to your server at the same time.
We could definitely play around with that in the future too. I almost wonder if sometimes you could use commas separated values.
I am not sure if that'll work.
Yeah, we could play around with it and see, but otherwise,
Yeah.
we could continue to try to figure out a solution.
I'll figure something out and see what I can do. So I guess I'm not the first guy with this problem, and I see that 17 has died down for me. So no, I got NK7C.
NK7.
Let's see.
NK7.
That's Utah.
Utah. I was going to say California or Arizona, but yeah, that makes sense.
So let's get him in the log too, and then we'll see where I end up. I mean, I'm not going to beat LB7PJ at all. And let's see if I can. I need to do it like this, and we'll see. Yeah, I got him. And I think that'll be my last QSO for now. I'm in a room with limited ventilation and wearing headphones, and I can see my glasses are fogging up now.
Yeah, no, understood. I probably will get going to enjoy the rest of the weekend myself. But
Yeah.
if by chance anybody throws out any comments, questions, concerns to you, and you want to relay them to me in the future, that's cool. Because again,
Absolutely.
like we're building this as a community to find out what people like. We're not going to please everybody, but the best of the best suggestions will continue to move forward in what happens here.
And ON3DVT says it works with WSJTX, although the secondary UDP says deprecated. So I'll set this up in WSJT and make it work. I just prefer the interface of JTDX. I don't know why, but I've always done that. So let's remove this and get back here. So thank you, Sean, for being on and explaining this concept. I didn't really know what to think. Steve says awesome work, and it absolutely is.
Thank you.
And this was some of the most fun I've had on ham radio since 5 Papa Zero Tango Alpha on Bornholm. But at least for the last 3 weeks.
I was gonna say, for the last 2 weeks, it's the most fun I've ever had.
Yeah. And I know you tried to hunt us on Bornholm, Sean.
All weekend. That was a difficult one for sure.
Oh, it was. Band conditions were challenging. When we went to an island, we had a special event call sign, and it was just so amazing to see, because we didn't really understand how big of a DX station we was until we started calling that first night, and 20 meters was completely dead. I think FT8 was in about S5 and no sideband stations, and we started calling and had a constant pileup for 2 hours.
Wow, that's even with bad conditions. That's awesome and amazing. Sounds like a good time.
And LB7PJ, when it changed his radio, the secondary UDP stream was deactivated. He lost 8 QSOs. Yeah. Oh, and David says, absolutely fun game. And I got to say, this is fun. I need to check up on this, and I need to play a little bit every day and try to get him. I see actually a U.S. station in Ohio calling CQ POTA now.
Oh, but, nice. Yeah, and I will say too that again, I appreciated everything. And as it progresses, maybe we'll do like a reevaluation here in a couple months to kind of like give you the update of everything that has changed.
Yep.
And I really like the user interface too. If I had to be completely fair, I absolutely wait, I gotta watch my language. I was absolutely horrible at CSS in CSS and HTML in school. So I'm so glad for AI in that aspect. And I was
Yep.
like, I want it to be retro and I wanted to feel like Back to the Future, and it delivered, you know?
It does. And I just posted your channel here in the chat. So go over to Sean's channel and subscribe. And you're doing a bit of a rebranding now, Sean. You're not Ham Radio Dude anymore. You're Dude Tested.
Yeah, if real quick, I'm just Dude Tested, and it's nothing against ham radio. I know a lot of people are upset about the rebrand, according to my analytics, which show a lot of people are unsubscribing. But the fact of the matter is, I get the best inspiration for the things that I do in radio outside of radio. So I would be foolish not to share them with you, right? And that's what the rebrand is about. Different name. I feel like there's a little bit more freedom for me to show off the things like I just recently built this watch, and then I torture tested it with that pressure chamber there of water, you know?
Yep.
So it doesn't seem like that would be something that would be radio related, but now I'm starting to think about how I can get a pressure chamber for my HT radios.
Yeah, and if you want to follow Sean's journey, just hop on over to his channel and subscribe.
I hope you're wearing a seatbelt.
Great having you on, Sean. And I know I'm going to play this again, and I got a feeling that a lot of the viewers are going to play this again as well. So thank you very much for being on, and enjoy your Saturday.
It's always good to see you again. And yeah, you enjoy your Saturday evening as well. And I don't know if the Bears are playing, but if they are, bear down. I know you like them. Thanks for having me on. And I appreciate everybody. Do you want me to do a 73 round to them all? Say 73?
Yeah, go ahead and do a 73 round.
If you guys say 73, I'll say 73 back. But you'll see how this goes because I'll do it like as fast as I can, which I haven't been very good at lately. So we'll see if it works out this time.
Yeah, let's
Steve,
see who
M1SDH, thanks for being here and thanks for being on the stream. 73 to you, Steve. And Terry, 73 to you, thanks for being here. LB7PJ, 73 to you, Dan. 73, thanks for being here. Paul, he's back from the Brazil. 73 to you, Paul. And Driver Film Shortwave, 73 to you, LB4LI. 73 to you, David, thanks for being here. Thanks for playing. 73. And Mike, thanks again for playing. As always, we got to get you off that leaderboard. 73, Labcat, it's good to see you. 73, hope you all have a good one.
7-3, guys. See you down the bands.